I'm Mona Rizvani with the Gibran Chair.
And I'm Yashaswini Shantaram with the Gibran Chair as well.
And we're going to do a quick tour of the exhibit that we have for the Reshaping the Landscapes of Arab Thought exhibit. Follow us. We've got our timeline over here. It starts in 1876 with the birth of Amin Rouhani in Lebanon, and it continues through Khalil Gibran's birth, Mikhail Naimi's birth, and it continues to cover the life, the legacies, the literature, and the various parts of each of their lives. Over here on panel 2, we have Stories of Change. Rouhani and Gibran begin to publish. Then we have Reshaping Landscapes, in which World War I happens here. We see them take more political stances on Arab existence, especially in the United States. At this point, Rouhani has published his paramount piece, which is the Book of Khalid. In 1923, Khalil Gibran publishes The Prophet. The Pen League is formed, which is a literary society that started in New York in 1920. Rouhani has met at this point with President Theodore Roosevelt of the United States, several secretaries of state. We've got them as global figures. This is the prime of their international work. They're very much known as authors and poets and creators, both in the United States and internationally. Gibran passes away in 1931. Naimi returns to live in Lebanon in 1932. In 1940, Amin Rouhani passes away. And the last panel covers their enduring legacies. It starts around 1945 and it continues to 2009. But that, of course, doesn't mean that their legacies have ended that year. It's just a 10-year mark for their legacy. Now, all of this timeline is accessible to you at the Gibran Chair website, which is gibranchair.umd.edu. This timeline has multiple QR codes in which you can scan and read the various works that are present on here, in addition to a few videos of them speaking.
Here we have the second portion of our exhibit, which are the 3X displays. So these contain information about the towns that Gibran, Rouhani, and Naimi were born in, which are Bishari, Fraiki, and Baskinta, respectively. So you can see where they are in Lebanon and read a little bit about the towns. And we also have more information throughout the X displays about Gibran, Rouhani, and Naimi's more detailed biographies and about the people who influenced their lives and their works. This is the first easel in this part of our display, and it consists of 75 professors from all over the world who have either taught about or researched Gibran, Rouhani, and Naimi. And an interesting fact about this is that we have professors and researchers from every continent in the world except Antarctica, including countries such as the United States, Lebanon, Qatar, India, Malaysia, and even Latvia in Europe. This list of professors can be viewed in a more geographical way here on this easel, which consists of a map with a color code for the number of professors that either teach or research Gibran, Rouhani, and Naimi in each of the countries around the world. Here in this last easel, we have some of the wise words of Gibran, Rouhani, and Naimi. Each of them have many incredible quotes that directly apply to many of the situations that we see in our political and social climates today. And these are just a few examples of the ways that they continue to influence us to this day.
Behind us is the exhibit of books, what we're calling the Reading Nook, that includes about 95 books about or by Rouhani, Gibran, and Naimi. Now it includes first edition copies. It includes them in 2 languages, Arabic and English. This part of the exhibit is the calligraphy of Fouad Estefan, a Lebanese artist who painted or drew Gibran's The Prophet in Arabic. It starts from here and it continues through 7 pages. On the table we have a mehbara, which is an inkwell in which calligraphers will store their ink and quills. A little bit about the calligrapher. Fouad Estefan was actually commissioned by a few cartographers to decorate the houses of worship, in addition to parts of the New Testament, and of course, The Prophet by Gibran in Arabic.
Thank you for joining us for this tour of our exhibit at the Reshaping the Landscapes of Arab Thought Symposium. And you can find more materials online, including all of the pieces of the exhibit, at our website, which is gibranshare.umd.edu.
And follow us on Twitter. We're at GibranShare. Thank you.
Thank you.